Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. So this is just going to give everyone a quick overview. I'm showcasing, just driving at the moment and just kind of showing everyone exactly what life will be like driving in Kuwait. So we're in Kuwait at the moment, and hopefully the audio, you can hear me clearly. Had some issues with the audios, but alhamdulillah, the main thing is just that this video is just trying to show every single person watching this video what life will be like living in this country. So at the moment we're on the dual carriageway. As you can see, there's four lanes. There's the fast lane, and then the slow lane, and then the middle lane, and then there's no hard shoulder at the moment really. You can see the cars coming in. So I'm on the slow lane at the moment. Okay, and of course, driving in the country, I mean, I would advise every single person who doesn't know how to drive to a high level to not drive straight away, at least to just give it some time before they're actually up for the driving, because it can be very, very dangerous, especially if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have no experience whatsoever prior to driving in the country. Especially driving in the Middle East is very different to driving in the West in terms of the laws and rules and regulations. And of course, obviously, there's a left-hand drive for those from the UK. If you're not from the UK, then I mean, well, you don't have to worry about anything. So generally speaking, the weather all year round is beautiful. It's amazing weather in Kuwait. People are actually, for those that have visited Kuwait, you would see that they're actually more friendly, considering other countries. I'm not going to name any names, but for those that know. For those that don't know, then you have to kind of find out. So the community, mashallah, is open. The shu'ub, yani the community, the youth and stuff like that, and those that you meet, generally speaking, they're friendly. So here on the left, I'm showing something here. I'm gonna stop off as well. Maybe I might not stop actually. But on the left, afrah. So basically, when they have weddings in Kuwait, they have an open invite for whoever looks at the poster or the post. They can actually just basically turn up to the wedding, which is very different. I haven't seen that in anywhere else really, especially in the West or in any other GCC country. So they announce who's getting married, who the bride is, who the groom is, or just only the family member, obviously, usually of the groom, and then obviously they'll just announce the location and the timing. Mashallah, beautiful palm trees everywhere, beautiful trees. We've got different areas, and the ahya, the neighborhoods, are split into blocks. So instead of saying, for example, a neighborhood so and so, neighborhood so and so, they would say block. They would say the area and they'll say the block. Over here, can you see my right? Shukak lil ijar. So that's rent. So that's how usually a person will come. You will see this number, you would save it, and then you literally rent it. That's a duplex house. So for those that know what a duplex is, they know what a duplex is, right? So that's how generally you would actually go about finding rent for apartments if you're living in the country. I did the same when I was in Medina, and also when I was in Dammam, when I was in other places of Saudi Arabia, and also when I was in Kuwait, I did the same thing. I would just go around. Obviously, I had contacts and stuff that helped me, but that's how you would do it. As you can see, the houses, mashallah, beautiful houses. They usually have a parking lot as well, so you can, just have an apartment and you park up your car. Rent differs, so people are probably wondering how much does rent cost. I did a video recently showcasing an apartment in a very expensive area, and it had like facilities. It had like a security guard, swimming pool, gym, children's indoor play area, services where they clean you up, your floor and your house and stuff like that. So it was more on the expensive side. People were shocked. I mean, that's not what Kuwait is all about. There are many places that are cheaper than that. Okay, many places that are cheaper than that you can find. Some of them are like rent here. You can find something for like £700 a month, and it'll be a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom next to the sea. And all bills included. So rent is cheap. It's not like what people think that you're going to find everywhere going to be expensive. No, that's not the case. So it just depends on the area that you live in, the neighborhood, and what it's got to offer really. If it's like if it's a house or like a house where you've got your own entrance, or it's like a apartment. So it just all depends really. So I'm going to take you to an area for you guys to all see. So you know what? This here is a beautiful drive, and the area that we're actually going to is an area that I lived in myself, and the area was called Salmiya. Salmiya. For those that know, Salmiya is a place where most expats live in. Okay, especially those from the west, they live in that area. Why? Because it's got all the facilities, it's got the shops, it's got the gyms, it's got the schools for the kids, it's got college, universities, uh, beautiful restaurants. What else? Like it's got like places for a person to go, like leisure center that we'll call it in the UK, leisure center. So you've got everything there, and I loved it when I was there. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest, I did love it when I was there, and it had a beautiful seafront view. You got pharmacies as well. You got clinics, GPs, doctors, hospitals. So you've got everything that you could need as an expat to live in that country in that area. So this is the area. This is all Salmiya. On my right hand side, that's the beach, literally on the right. And in front of me is obviously the road. And if I carry on going all the way straight, which I'm not going to be doing, but if I did go all the way to the end, you would find that at the end is where you enter Kuwait City. And Kuwait City is also another touristic expat kind of area, but it's a bit more expensive. And also, it has more I would say like restaurants and stuff to do in Kuwait City. Even Salmiya has the same thing. Like there's like some malls, theme parks, and so on and so forth. So this is generally Kuwait on a day to day. I mean, when I lived there, I was where it was got a petrol station on the left. Petrol is very cheap. It's dead cheap. It's way cheaper than Saudi Arabia. I mean, to get your car fully, to get your car full tank, it would cost you no more than like probably I'll say £7, £10. It's very cheap. So this is the beach in front of you. I'm gonna walk you through the beach, just taking you around, and so you can see it. I live literally like footsteps away from the beach when I was living there. Life was amazing. Life is amazing in Kuwait, and I mean, I would recommend anyone to come and live there. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people. Okay, guys, so you're probably thinking, why am I speaking and I'm doing a voiceover? Well, what happened was, unfortunately, I had an issue with the voice. Something happened where the record button wasn't actually, well, I was pressing record, however, it just didn't record. So anyway, so right now I'm going to show you the beach. So you've got Applebee's in front of you. For those that know the American chain, it's a beautiful restaurant. I used to love it in Medina. We're in Kuwait, guys. This is Kuwait, obviously, and beautiful. It's literally by the sea. Imagine it's by the sea, by the beach, and it's amazing. It's literally amazing. I would recommend anyone that is in Kuwait, check out Applebee's in Salmiya City, and it's beautiful. So all in all, Kuwait has a small population, roughly around no more than 4 million. Of those 4 million, less than a million are Kuwaitis. The rest of them are all of them are all expats from the 3 million, mashallah. And it's an up and coming country. It's hidden gem. People don't know about Kuwait, but it's beautiful. I mean, when I went there the first time around, I loved it. I fell in love. So look, let me take you through footsteps. So this is the back end of the restaurant. I'm just going to show you the back end of the restaurant, so you can see people are going to be sitting down with their families, and they've got that beautiful view of the beach, mashallah. And you can't get better than that. The beauty of the Muslim countries, like Kuwait, one of them, mashallah, is because I've lived there myself, and I know, and I keep promoting Kuwait and keep talking about Kuwait because I know what people don't know about Kuwait. Put it that way. So you've got the beautiful view of the beach. Look at that cat, mashallah. For those that love all the cat lovers out there. So you've got the beautiful view of the beach, and you can hear the waves and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, you can't hear it in this audio. Forgive me all. It's just because of the fact that, unfortunately, the audio went. So I'm just talking here, telling you guys about how beautiful this is, that this is the Muslim lands. You can't get better than this, and how amazing this will be. That if anyone is interested, then get in touch with Move to Medina, and we'll do the rest. We take care of iqamas. We can get you in the country, where you'll be living in the country, peace of mind, and it's all transparency. There's authenticity. Alhamdulillah, I've got my team on the ground that will issue you the iqama once you've obviously got in touch. So contact move to medina at gmail.com. Get in touch with the number, and you'll be able to actually, start your journey living in a Muslim country, especially if you've got kids. For those that have kids, I urge you all to make that move. Don't be scared. Don't procrastinate. Have tawakkul on Allah Azza wa Jal. Don't be scared of poverty or all sorts, because as long as you're doing the means, you've got a means of income, maybe you've got a job there or you've got a business, then you can actually come into the country and live there. Let me take you to this brother who sells toys and juice and drink and ice cream for the kids. So you can see, I asked him how much it costs, and it was only like literally half a KD. So 1 KD is like 2.5 pounds, which is probably like about $3. So I bought like 2 of them. So this is what he sells, mashallah.